The Pinball Enterprise, and do everyone like the new butcher paper tops? I do. It actually nice reflective surface. You can actually see where you lay, like Mr. Knife down. You can actually see it instead of having on the black mask, which I used to do, which you're like, it's disappeared. But anyway, I actually should have done this years ago, and especially when you take pictures, especially with your phone or with the camera on the white paper, it does bring it out just a tad bit more. So, and I do a lot of updates on Facebook, which not necessarily for my benefit, but it's for everyone else's benefit, because who I am building models for. But anyway, nicely done. I mean, I can't wait till, even if I paint on it, I can rip it off, put new on, and we are good to go. The Pinball Enterprise, the only thing I've done so far is pretty much finished the nacelles, and I started working on the lower secondary hull there with decals, and I'm just almost got all the Aztec on there. Now I'm just down to like little things which go on the top, and just a few other little places that I need to put decals on. But anyway, we're down to basically the small decals, which go somewhere like so, all the way around. But I'm going to try to finish the Aztec decals today, and then next week we'll start doing the little piddly ones, and then pretty much getting ready to we'll wrap it up. Probably a week or two, I think, unless anything changes. But anyway, it's just a slow process, and then once I get all the decals on, I'm going to go in with decal solution and basically take a big brush and just all over it. I'm going to get it to where it really just sits on there, and then we're going to take some Vallejo gloss and go back over it. I need to go over it again, even with probably future, because I got to put the the registry numbers and all that, and I want it to be able to slide on there once I put the numbers on. But we ain't there yet. But we're gonna get down to the little itty bitty decals. So more on that later on. The E12, I went in with some pigments, and basically dirtied up the track, and I did a little bit on top of the hull, and I just basically did some highlights and just kind of filter modulation on it. Dirtied up the exhaust, just make them a little dirty. I'm just about done with that. Dirtied up the road wheels, which I kind of like I made them just a tad bit darker brown than the hull, just make it look a little more realistic. I'm going to finish that up, and then I'm going to seal it, and then I'll put probably a decal on it and a little more weathering, and we'll be done with it very, very soon. The Meyer trailer, went back in. I started painting the wheels this morning, and I had to stop because I should have done one wheel at a time, but I actually was trying to do all the wheels at once, and just had to stop, let it dry. But I got to go back in and finish painting the rest of the wheels black, get the gray off, and then I'm probably going to just put a little bit of a wash in here just to deepen the recesses of the kit, and then it will be done as well. But anyway, that's getting closer and closer to being done, which should probably, I may try to finish it today or tomorrow. The Raptor, one thing I should mention is I actually got a little farther along on it than I was going to show everyone. I only have one complaint with the kit. I actually have two complaints. One is the pilots. There's no females, which that's just personal. I think all pilots in the Galactic Universe should be female. But anyway, if you see where the styrene vents are, you actually can see all the way through it, and that's about my only really complaint with the kit. Is you just got to add some styrene intake covers, or you can get Paragraphics, which I don't have it, but you can get his photo etch set, and he's got the grills for it. I know that for a fact. But anyway, you can light it, but there's not a whole lot of room, especially the console in the back. I did manage to get 3 LEDs, and I basically cut out the screen panels, put some Lexan, frosted it with some sandpaper, and I got 1 green, 2 blue there just for the screens. I lit the front consoles too, and that's pretty much all I mean, if you really wanted to go all out, you might be able to light a little bit more. The only way I know how to light it, really honestly, is to take this and basically vacuum form it and clear, and then you could probably light everything on it. That's just my personal opinion. I may do that on another one down the road, just see if it's really possible to do it, which it should be. But anyway, that's what I was thinking about doing. But anyway, that's pretty much all you're going to see. I got it all together, and I got to point out one thing, is the engines. When you put them together, you need to make sure that these 2 parts here are on the correct engine, because I, your beloved host, glued these on the wrong engines. Because if you look where the holes are, they don't line up with the kit holes, where the mounting points on the ship there. I had to cut them off, and I've done this before. I've done this on the badass resin Raptor, which I've done that. I have done that before. So anyway, that's not a big deal. I mean, really, all you got to do is just take some styrene strip and fill it up. It's just very, very easy to do. But anyway, got a little more. I got to do a little bit of sanding. I got most of it. I got it together, but you can see right here on the side. I got to finish. I got to do a little putty work. That's just basically the wires back here, because I even got the nav lights, the red and the green, and the engine lights there. And just trying to bunch up the wires and everything, get it all secured in the back here, which is not a whole lot of room. You had to do a little bit of drilling and a little bit of rewiring, but I got it to manage. Everything fit, and basically it's like a snap bit. Once you snap this together, you can hear it snap, and it's together. You really don't need any glue to say, but you got to glue it. But most of the parts just snap together. But anyway, we got a little more. I'm about to break them little tips off. But anyway, very fun kit. So hopefully I'm going to try to do a little more of that this evening. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. I will get back to the Hexmark spot kit pretty soon, but we're going to try to finish up the E12 and the Meyer trailer, doing some sub-assembly work on the Raptor, and of course decal duty continues on the Pinball Enterprise. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.